You're listening to the PAC Podcast. Be sure to give us a like and follow, and hope you enjoy the episode. We the PAC, this our part, I bet you like that. We them boys putting rugby back on the map. All the scrams gotta go, Rucker rivals let them know. Thank you, Tony, and good afternoon, ladies and Tonys. You're listening to the PAC Podcast, powered by the PAC Athletic Club. This first time joining us, we are a touring rugby club and reformed media platform for the players. We're the voice of the people, and we're simply here to make rugby great again, one meme at a time. This episode is actually proudly brought to you by Skyscanner. The next time you book your flights and accommodation or car rental, hit the link in the description or the link in the Instagram bio and follow the Skyscanner link for the best competitive prices. And now we'll get to our PAC update, proudly brought to you by First Line Engineering, our platinum sponsors at next weekend's Rugby League Nines Premier League. Now we have a special guest with us. He's our number one pick for next weekend's Nines Premier League competition from the prestigious BBC School in Brisbane. He's technically a member of the Vintage Reds Old Boys Club, having made his debut for the Reds back in 2020. He's the king of the nest down at South's Magpies Rugby Union Club in the Queensland Premier Rugby. Please welcome our captain, your captain, Sean Farrell. Welcome.
I'll give myself a round of applause for that, mate. Cheers.
Just for our listeners, Faz, you want to give a short little intro to people that probably don't know who you are?
Oh, well, yeah. All right. My name's Sean. I play at South Magpies. Play a flanker, but, I'm usually a eyes up footy 10. I think they underutilise me there. I've been there for 5 years. Mate, it's been good. Yeah, right.
You've actually made the move. You made your debut for the Reds as a front rower. What happened there, mate?
Yeah. Oh, well, mate, I started union not as early as everyone else. So I started off as 12, kept getting fatter, went to 8, kept getting more fatter. They pushed me to 6 and then hooker. And then they tried me at prop, and then I was like, all right, I'll stop with the chalky milks, mate. So I found myself at hooker there for a long time.
Yeah.
Didn't really know the skills and whatnot. It's more than just run around the footy, unlike the other positions in that. It's like set piece and that. So yeah, couldn't throw a ball in to save me life, but I got the gig, mate, and just didn't ask me too many questions, mate, to be honest with you.
Go back, you went to BBC, and what was the first club you went to after high school?
Yeah, so first club I went to was UQ. I played for the Heavies there for 2 years. Look, it was the only team that was really asking me after school. My brother was already at South, and I just think they thought that I was just going to turn up, but I didn't even know if they wanted me. So UQ was like, yeah, we'll get you through uni and that. And then I was like, oh, sweet. I thought it was BBC, just another scholarship thing. They didn't give a crap about my grades, mate. I could just go to uni.
Yeah,
and I was I'm going to go to uni. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work out. Went straight to the warehouse, but just played at Heavies for 2 years. Learned a lot, There was a couple of years of dominance there for him, mate. So
yeah,
it was. I've always had a good Colts program too. So I was just like, I'll go there.
Well, me and Tino, we're ex-West players. West have a big stronghold on BBC. Why didn't you come to West?
I wasn't the best boy at school. Got in a bit of trouble there, bit of mischief. But so they already had Effie. You guys didn't need me at all. You guys had Effie.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. We'll say that's the reason why. Yeah. So Effie Murphy, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Services were not needed, mate. So I was actually going to go to Norse, because Norse offered Norse would come down trainings, mate. I was like, no, why not? And then I spoke to my first 15 coach and immediately changed their mind. Didn't even get a word back, but it happens, so ended up at UQ, mate.
Where are you originally from? Where'd you grow up?
Yeah, so I'm one of those Sunny Coast boys. Yeah, so a fair few of the Sunny Coast boys, for some reason or not, went to BBC, and it was just something, I heard of the school before. mainly because my older brother was pretty handy at footy, so he did all the walk arounds to all these nice schools, and I always tagged along, you know what I mean? So did like the walk around Nudgee, Churchy and all that, and then it was sort of a package deal, and then they saw, you know, a little chubby white kid and went, nah, mate, we're sweet, eh? You know, Jack's not that good, mate. So BBC were the only school, that was like, oh, we'll take both years, and next thing you know, I'm wearing a boater to school, mate. Yeah, it was a bit out of the ordinary, mate.
We're in Sunny Coast.
Yeah, no. So I'm from Kawana. So I moved up from South Brisbane when I was like 5 or 6, and yeah, just lived with my grandparents for a while there, just in Kawana, like right near the surf club. So it was pretty chill, back coasty living sort of thing. Eh? It was just relaxing and that.
Just like our mate Freeney here, mate. Little grommet causing trouble.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Just too much gang life, but you know, we had to, you know, it was just fucking, I was always scared.
Oh, mate, it's what happens when you go play for the Swannies, mate. Only the tough survive there,
mate. Only the strong survive, eh? Hurry up. Mate, there was a couple, mate, South is a stronghold for some Swannies, eh? We've had a fair few. We had Ty James, Sam Von Blackensee, a couple of like Colties coming through that are from the Swans, mate. Why'd you go to Jeeps? That's my question. Why'd you go to Jeeps?
Oh, no, actually, I moved back up the coast. I went and played for the Stingrays and then came back down to Brazil.
Yeah.
I left the Stingrays after we got in the final that year because it was just sort of a bit of a sinking ship. And then I was looking for a club in Brizzy, and then spoke to Big Buzzy, and Buzz got me to Jeeps. And then, mate, it was a good club. They didn't judge me for all the previous.
Not?
Hey?
Is it not anymore, mate? You keep saying
no,
it was a good club.
It was a good club.
Oh, it is a good club.
Oh, okay.
Good club. I haven't been there. For a couple of years.
Mate. Your story, mate.
Well,
just a Jeeps legend saying that the club's gone downhill. It's just big news, mate, to me. You know?
Oh, you got me, mate. No, I just haven't been there, mate. I've been on the Bayside now, so I'm a dirty Baysider.
Okay.
East is the closest club. Oh, yeah, all the bugs. But, mate, wasn't Harley Fox from up the coast?
No, I don't. No, he's a Ippy boy, but he was playing for Noosa for a bit there. Don't know how, but we had a few. Me and Tate McDermott played all juniors together and whatnot. You know, I knew Carter Gordon's whole family. You know, with Mason too. You know, so they were the ones that also came to BBC too, roughly at the same time. I think a year after us. So.
How was the Boater hat, mate? The Boater hat was. I remember used to stealing them off BBC boys and not giving them back, and they used to.
Mate, I was a boarder, so we didn't actually have to wear them, mate.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, mate. Like the whole boarding house. Apparently, we lived on the school grounds, so we didn't have to. And you only have to wear them like to and from school or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I would still nick all the boaters. I had like 3 or 4 by the time I left, Still got one at Mum's house too, so it's still going good.
The reason why I asked about Harley Fox is he was a back rower in a front rower's body, and you were sort of the reverse that. Now you're just fucking full blown back row, lean, mean, fighting machine. Mate, what do you reckon our theme song is going to be for our league tourney next week?
Mate, there's so many options, but I was listening to the potty last week, and I'm assuming the one that you are going to is by one of the great Southmen himself, 50 Cent, and I believe it would be Many Men. I think we're going to lead into battle with that, surely.
A couple of funny fucking Dom McLean doing the old rolling of the dough, and
yeah, mate. One of Queensland's up and coming teachers too. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh.
Back and better than ever, mate.
Oh, mate, that's
keen to see more of them, mate.
Anyways, we'll get back
into the tables.
Get back to
we're just having a chat here, mate.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
You right, you too?
We were just bonding. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
Now you're at where were you? Were you at UQ? How did you make the move over to or why did you make the move over to South? Did you just get into just too much Hino in your ear? You got a bit annoying that just one monotone.
Nah, mate. Nah. Hino was a good coach.
Yeah.
So like obviously I played like a bit of league growing up, and he's like so union, like he knows
Yeah.
everything about union, right? So it was great learning under Hino. But it's just like my brother played at South, you know. I've got my uncle who played at South. My pop was like big in the juniors there at South at that stage. So like it was sort of like a unspoken topic at the table when I was at UQ, even in itself, though I wasn't at South. So it was just roughly that time where I was like, you know, oh, it would be nice to stay at the heavies, you know, because South, they weren't making real finals at that stage, and it would have been easier to be at UQ, but I don't know, just too much. Like I was just like, I got to go back home to South. So, and I love the move. You know, I'm not really the typical UQ bloke. You know what I mean? Like, you can barely read or write, mate. So I very much enjoyed the South community, mate.
But how did the Reds thing come about? Did Thorny have anything to do with you in the under 20s or? Yeah.
So that was a weird one. Eh? So I was a part of like leaving school, part of like the Reds 18 at that stage when he was coaching, and I just thought I was lucky to even be in that. And then like I was about 19, maybe the year after. Thorny just comes up to me and goes, "Hey mate, you wanna go to a training session?" And I was just like, "Yeah, right, we'll see how we go." I thought it was just gonna be holding a pad or something like that. Fucking just started running and shit, you know. Like I ballooned up to about 118 kilos at this point, drinking 4 liters of chalky meat, milk and nachos every day. You know, I was just enjoying living at home, rent free with mum. But then, he was just like, "Mate, like I've just put you up like to be looked at here, and you've turned out like a fat slob." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was the memo. Like, you should have gave me, I don't know, maybe more than a day's notice before, you know, turning up." You know, I was just like, I was just like, "Come on, mate, like give me a heads up or something." But so I got down to about, maybe like 108, 106 or something like that. I was a bit too skinny for a hooker at that stage, but the next thing you know, they were like, "Oh, we'll make you into a big Bismarck Duplessis, is that his name or something like that? Like he was a tall hooker or something like that." Jeez, that aged terribly, man. Like I was just like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna be that dude." I'm looking up photos of him, he's jacked as shit. I'm like, not my sort of cup of tea, you know. But that came up, and I was there for 3 years, I think. But got 8 minutes, so good turn off there. Like a half a game of nines is going to be more minutes I played at the Reds. So let's not make it like a big friggin' career at the Reds. Let's not make it a big deal. Reds,
what happened after that? Like, what made you not sort of like want to pursue rugby? Because you were on the cusp there, and you probably could have gone elsewhere.
I don't know. It was probably a stage in my life where I like to party, you know what I mean? So it was probably just that stage
exactly
where,
what you mean.
Yeah, so I was just like having a couple of few too many, you know, and just enjoying, you know, being 20, 21, you know, and then trying to be a full-time athlete too. You know, I probably was in the right headspace or mentally just to knuckle down on that. You know, I never wanted to be a footy player, mate. You know, I just thought I was going to be in the warehouse all the time, you know, so it was just a surprise even just being at the Reds, mate. You know, I remember when they gave me the contract and like, they were doing the medicals and they were feeling all my body and that, and they're like shaking my shoulders and I'm like, that's not good. And just in polite conversation, I was like, "Oh, that's my good one. The other one's bad." And then they shook that one too, and then they started talking about, this like really damaged you. You're gonna need 2 shoulder ups. So I quickly grabbed that piece of paper and signed it because I didn't want to pay for the surgery. So I was just like, "I'm not having that, mate." Just quickly.
What do you mean, mate? I'm half man, half chalky milk. What do you mean?
It's got to be oak, but it's got to be oak. Freeney, make sure you bring that to Goldie, mate.
Oh man, I'm breaker.
Oh, you're a breaker, man. Oh, it's not bad. It's top 3, but definitely oak all the way, mate.
So what are you going to bring to the team, mate? What are you going to bring to the team next week, mate?
Yeah,
I know what I want you to bring, but what do you think you're going to bring?
I'm going to bring high amounts of Eno.
Yep.
if they say if you don't have skills, you just talk loud. And, I think a great facet of my game is just talking absolute gibberish and shit, mate. So I'm going to bring that, and also just a friendly face, and then, if anyone needs anything, I'll just give them a little pep talk, something to ride up there.
Little bum tap.
Yeah, just something, mate. Just really get them excited, But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Do you have a favourite league team? Like, who's your league team?
Yeah, I'm a Parramatta Eels fan, eh?
Wow.
Yeah. That shows you I'm a loyal. That shows you that I'm a loyal person there, because I've seen some terrible years, mate.
Well, you'll be playing against.
I've actually got a
Ainsley.
Parramatta
I knew
onesie in that. Like, I'm a big Para fan, eh?
I knew you were loyal, mate, when you went and played the South.
Yeah, mate, yeah. A couple of tough years there, mate. A couple of tough stints there, mate.
Mate, actually, last year, you probably had one of the best seasons you've had, especially that first half of the season where you didn't leave our team of the week. What happened during the off season, mate?
What? Oh, last off season.
Yeah.
What happened? I just came back from Italy there.
That's
had
right.
a little stint over there. Yeah.
Actually, what was that?
Was that fun?
Were you meant to stay the whole season, or?
Yeah, I was supposed to stay. But then I was like, summertime in Australia. And I was like in the north of Italy. It was about 0 degrees and that. So I was like,
One bit of advice, mate. One bit of advice. If I could give you a bit of advice, because you're still young, get back over there and do a Euro summer, please.
Yeah, no, they kept tempting me. They kept tempting me, like, just stay longer. And I was like, mate, it's fucking, mate. For some reason, like, they would train at like 8 o'clock at night sometimes.
Yeah, that's normal.
And it was literally like ice on the grass, like, like dew. It was just like icy, and I'm like, the fuck? I stupidly went over and I did not pack a jumper. I thought it was going to be like cool. Like, I was just like, I was freezing my ass off every day. And I was like in this little Italian town. It was pretty cool, but it was like the only like town that their rugby team was bigger than football. So like anywhere you went, like they would just be like, Australiano, and I was like, si. But that's all that was the only Italian I learned, besides Americano.
Australiano.
It was more the big burly men, mate.
They're right. A few league questions to finish off this Nines segment. What league player do you sort of, if you were a league player, who would people say you play like?
Jeez, that's a great question. Probably like.
Who's the league? Tim Manor.
I would. Oh, great shout, Timmy Manor. Oh, if I could be half the man of Tim, I'm like a beta Tim Manor. I'll go that. A beta Tim Manor.
Not a Hindy?
Yeah,
Hindy, yeah, probably Hindy.
No alpha value, mate. But Timmy Manor, one of the grades. But Timmy Manor will probably, I don't know. I get compared to what's his name? Jordan Ricky a lot. Jordan Ricky a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it. No,
it's more physical in that department, but Jordy Ricky's looks, but Timmy Manor's skill set. Yeah, that's probably me to a
We'll go with that. Any players you're looking for? I don't know if you've seen all the other teams. Any players you're looking forward to playing against? I know there's a few Souths players that are playing for Matakesi.
Yeah, like I reckon Cohen Herbert would be one of the ones to watch. But mate, he's just an elite athlete. But I'm actually pretty keen to play with. Is Matty Jekyll playing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Mate, I'm pretty happy to not be belted by that bloke like he's going to be on my team now. Like I'm because he's a Sunny Coast boy too.
Yeah.
Like Mulaney Bushranger. Like
they're mountain men.
Yeah, mate. So I'm pretty keen to actually just play with Matty just to see the layers of him. Peel him back like the onion, mate. Just see what really gets that head ticking.
Yeah.
And it's just Mulaney yogurt in there, man. There's not much else.
There's something. It's working. Jeez, he had a good year, didn't he? Even last year.
Yeah, he did.
When he had a bad one, to be honest.
And any more questions, boys, before we move on to the Diatonis?
No, mate. Just that's mate. We're a week or so out. I don't actually know how long it is, but mate, when we're fucking rocking up, we're ready to play, and I just need you to fucking up the guts and whack some blokes. And that's it, mate. And just good chat.
One thing before we move on, Freeney and I had a bit of a disagreement here where I was saying one meet up before the tournament just to do a bit of a walkthrough and then, you know, try and just see it, just visualize it. Yeah. And then Freeney is like, well, no, we're just going to turn up and just raw dog it. Who do you think is right here?
Oh, mate, eyes off footy wins. You know? You don't want to overcomplicate the game of rugby league.
No,
you know?
You don't.
You really don't.
You don't.
I prefer. I would prefer Union to be like that too. Just rock up on Saturday and just see how you go.
Mate,
do you think it's going to be easy again?
No. I was the last time I played league. I was 14 and I was a chubby man, and I remember how hard the fitness was. All the Malcolms we had to do and that.
Just fight for marker. There's only one marker
on the edge, mate. So it's a pretty good gig I got there. You know, I've realised that, you know, it's a different type of fitness, but geez, it's tough. It's tough. But I'm keen to just jump in head first and see what fucking happens. You know.
Yeah.
It can't be harder than sevens. It can't be.
Did you see me play sevens, mate? I was freaking having to do the change up every 2 minutes.
And that's fine. We've got plenty. But, mate, I spoke to the captain, and the captain assured me we've just got the newest recruit, Matt Canham. Apparently he's amazing eyes up footy. So, fucking what else?
Mate, Mate, this is going to be a problem now because Matt Canham, he might be taken to the NRL now after his performances. I'm geeing it up that much. Mate, think of like Ezra Mann. That's him on the field and off. But mate,
is his brother the one that was at the Rebels?
Hide your car keys, boys.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Where's that shot? Wait, what did you say?
Is he related to Josh Cannon?
Nah, not at all, mate. No, but we've said that before.
Yeah.
But he's like what? Josh Cannon's 6'8".
Yeah.
This guy's 5. I'll give him 5'10", 5'11", but heart of gold and ticker, mate. You know, you can't buy that stuff. Heart of gold and heart of ticker.
What have we got to worry about, mate?
Okay.
Mate,
all right.
Eyes up footy.
All right. No need for warm up or little walkthrough training session. We're on. Just raw dog straight through.
Straight up, mate. Up the guts. Simple game.
All right. Looking forward to it. Faz, thanks for joining us. Congrats on being our number one pick. We'll looking forward to next week. And before we go, you want to shout out to anyone?
Shout out to Matty Canham. You know, late call up, but God, he's going to bring a lot of ticker. And I know he's going to be listening because I said I was going to drop his name in. So Matty Canham, one of the greats.
Yeah, Matty.
Nice, boys.
Yeah, we love him.
All right, thanks for joining, boys, and we'll see you next week. Make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you, Tony. All right,
love you.
Thanks, boys.
Too easy.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.